Congrats, coach.
Thank you.
Once again, your Barton didn't
Yes.
hold up their end of the bargain.
No. Our batting has been really disappointing since came to St Kitts. You've got to have runs. Yeah, we've got a really good bowling attack, and our attacks carried us for a large part of this tournament. And when Chris didn't fire, we didn't get enough runs, and the only time we did was when Russ got us out of jail, to be honest. So no excuses. Didn't play well enough, and batting was a massive problem.
Do you think you could have done something with like maybe third and fourth batsmen to make a change in the squad?
Yeah, well, where for the squad for future?
Or for this game, if
Well,
you had done it before the game started?
We'd sort of done it, and always hadn't he hadn't fired. It was we sit with an overseas player on the bench, obviously, but I always thought that if it was a 50-50 call in terms of selection, we'd always go the way of the West Indian player, because we want to create opportunities and we want them to become better players, which I think is right. So that's why Bonner came in and he played okay. He's young. He's learning his way in the game. Jermaine Blackwood, a test player, and probably not a one-day player just at the minute, but also learning his way in the game. And unfortunately, when you had guys like them batting together and our experience out, we just couldn't get anything going. It was 180 minimum wicket, and just couldn't get going, and nothing went according to plan, to be honest. So.
Well, Mickey, you called it last night when you said that you needed the others to come forward. Chris or Russ was coming forward all the time, but that's done and dusted, like our team last night. My question to you is this: you have gotten a taste of the CPL now, and with your experience, where do you place the CPL now in terms of the other T20?
Oh look, I think it's on a par with any of the T20 competitions in world cricket. Obviously, it hasn't got the purse of the RPL, and the RPL will always stand apart from any other tournament just because of the riches on offer and the fact that there's an international window, so you can get the best international players playing. Again, I just think it's a great competition played in a very unique venue. The Caribbean's fantastic. It's a great place to come and play cricket. The people are awesome. The crowds have been fantastic. The atmosphere's been superb. It's been a fantastic 5 weeks, and I'm just really sorry that it had to end this way. But it's been 5 weeks that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Caribbean Premier League will only go from strength to strength, in my opinion. The more people get to know about it, the more the international players who go back to their prospective countries talk about it, the more exposure it's going to get.
If given the opportunity for next year, would you come back?
Yeah. Look, I'm pretty sure I would. Hopefully, I can talk nicely to the owners and buy them a beer or two tonight, and maybe get a contract going forward. Who knows?
Just in terms of looking ahead to the final, those spinners for Guyana, they're pretty hard to get away, aren't they?
Yeah.
In tandem. Do you have any advice for the Tridents in terms of dealing with them?
Look, it's two very good teams. I think there were 4 very good teams in this competition, and there were two teams that needed their players to really fire. In Antigua and St. Lucia, they also had problems with the overseas players. So, on any day, any one of the top 4 teams can beat each other. We've played Guyana 3 times in this competition. We've won 2. They've won the important one. I always knew that it would come down to business end. We would meet Guyana somewhere because they're too good a team. I think Guyana are an all-round combination. I think Lendl Simmons and Martin Guptill up front have really set it up for Guyana. And if you can get good, if you start strong with the ball or start strong with the bat, you get the tone of the game and you set the tone early. And that's what Guptill and Simmons have done. They've been excellent for Guyana. So it's going to be a tough game. It'll be a very, very tough game. Ask me to call a winner, I'm going to sit on the fence.
Nicky, going forward, if you had the first pick at the auction next year, who would you go for?
If I had first pick at the auction next year, who would I go for? I've really enjoyed working with Daniel Vittori. I think Daniel Vittori's been fantastic. Daniel Vittori's going to be certainly in our thoughts again for next year, and we need some batting. So we need 2 quality batsmen. So if I had my pick, I would be picking Jacques Callis.
What's your final view on the facilities at Wonder Park, the pitch, the outfield? What's your thought?
Fantastic. I had the honour of being here in 2007 at the World Cup. We were based in St. Kitts with South Africa, and it's gone from strength. It's a great facility. It really is. It's a fantastic island, and it compares with anything in world cricket.
Is there an underlying factor you could pin on that could explain the reason for the batting not enough power in St. Kitts?
I can't. I've searched for that answer since we got here. I honestly don't know. We go into the nets and we train exceptionally well. Again, I think it's just a lack of experience, and again, it's come down to the fact that when Chris didn't fire, we were exposed. We had inexperience. Adam Voges is a very, very good player. Adam didn't, by his own admission, didn't have a great tournament. Shah didn't have a great tournament either, by his own admission. So we were well short in the batting department. And if we have to be really honest with ourselves, Andre Russell's got us out of trouble on a couple of occasions, and we couldn't keep relying on him. We needed more from our top 4.
All right. Thank you very much, Mickey.
It was a pleasure.